OMG, you guys, Kourtney Kardashian is like totally on the brink right now. And honestly, her meltdown is 100% understandable. I mean, anyone with a heartbeat would lose it if they saw Scott Disick crashing and burning the way he is now. But this isn't just drama for the sake of drama. Kourtney and Scott aren't just exes. They have years of history and kids together, which just adds layers to this whole mess. Let's get into the tea about what's really pushing Kourtney over the edge. Hold up, before anyone starts making assumptions, it's all about Scott's latest escapades, or whatever you want to call his new vibe. Scott Disick totally made the news, but get this, not for the usual reasons. So, there he was, strutting down the streets of NYC, and he literally turned heads, but not because he was serving fashion goals or anything. No, honey, it's because he looked so different. He's all slimmed down, his jawline's sharper, and he's just oozing this major confidence vibe. And guess what? He had Penelope and Reign with him, looking all dapper in a deep blue suit, just nailing that New York chic look with his hair all perfect and his beard just right. Seriously, he was giving us total Hollywood icon feels. While Scott Disick was totally nailing the style game, his look actually stirred up more concern than compliments among his fans and followers, particularly because of his noticeable weight loss. The fan base went into full detective mode, throwing around theories about potential health issues or substance abuse. But here's the tea. It turns out Scott's transformation was totally on purpose. He's been reportedly using orlistat to kick his dad bod to the curb. Reliable sources are also squashing any rumors of illness or heavy drug use, pointing out how he's still super active in his parenting role with Kourtney. But why the sudden decision for such a dramatic change? Well, Scott turned to orlistat after packing on some pounds, which he found super uncomfortable. Feeling the pressure that so many celebs face, he was desperate for a quick fix to slim down. Plus, he's been feeling really insecure about his body after gaining weight from two physical setbacks, a scary car crash and a fall while showing his son some dirt bike tricks that messed with his mobility. So, he took action to feel like himself again. The drama started in August 2022 when Scott Disick had a major crash in his $250,000 Lamborghini Urus in Los Angeles. He was reportedly speeding and ended up smashing into a stone mailbox. Then, in a separate incident, while teaching his son Mason how to pop a wheelie on dirt bikes, Scott took a nasty fall backward onto his already hurt back, making things even worse. These back-to-back accidents led to serious back problems, which he talked about on an episode of The Kardashians. During that episode, you could really see Scott struggling with daily activities because of his back issues. Khloe Kardashian even dropped by to check on him, showing major concern and urging him to focus on getting better. Reflecting on his life before these injuries, Scott reminisced about his fun times, especially his sex life, pointing out how different things are now with even simple movements becoming a challenge. Poor Kourtney, watching all this unfold, couldn't help but think that Scott's sudden weight loss might be him slipping back into old, destructive habit. Despite all the ups and downs, Kourtney Kardashian has always had a soft spot for Scott Disick, especially given his history with substance abuse issues. But girl, that might not be the only reason Kourtney's feeling some type of way about Scott lately. Guess what? Scott's been seen hanging out with a potential new bae, Mary Grayson Hunt, who's a 25-year-old influencer with like almost 8,000 Insta followers, living it up in Los Angeles. They were recently spotted having a super casual shopping day at Barnes & Noble. But wait, there's more. The pair was also seen living the high life, doing some luxury holiday shopping on Rodeo Drive. Talk about a spree. And just to stir the pot even more, during all this, Scott was also seen with his ex-girlfriend Khloe. Maybe, just maybe, Kourtney isn't quite over Scott, and seeing him with his Playboy antics flaring up again is totally getting to her. They've had such a roller coaster of a relationship after all. But let's rewind a bit. Scott and Kourtney's relationship has literally been a key plot in the Kardashian drama for ages. Their on-again, off-again saga is stuffed with drama, tears, and those sweet moments that just pull at your heartstrings. It all started way back in the mid-2000s when fate threw them together at a party in Mexico hosted by Joe Francis. But get this, Kourtney wasn't into Scott at first. She thought he was annoying and wasn't here for the age gap or his shaky job situation. But, as destiny would have it, they kept bumping into each other, grew from friends to lovers, and sparked a romance that had us all hooked. So, Scott totally made his big entrance on the reality TV scene back in 2007 as Kourtney's main squeeze on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. At first, Kourtney's fam, especially Kris Jenner, was kinda side-eyeing him, doubting if he was mature enough or faithful enough for their girl. But honey, Kourt and Scott, they weren't having any of that doubt. They totally pushed through all that skepticism. They went through all the highs and lows that come with reality TV fame and even started their journey into parenthood together. In 2009, the drama and love got even realer when they welcomed their first kiddo, Ma Sundell. mustache. Becoming parents brought them even closer. Like, it really cemented their bond, but it wasn't all smooth sailing. Scott had his battles with alcohol and anger issues, leading to some breaks and makeups between them. Scott himself admitted, "I definitely wouldn't make any excuses for my behavior. I wouldn't have done these things sober, but it was all wrong." Then, in 2012, along comes their daughter, Penelope Scott Disick, which just added more glue to their ever-complicated love story. Despite Scott's rehab stints and those pesky cheating rumors, Kourtney was all about that co-parenting life and supporting Scott no matter what. Fast forward to 2015 and bam! Drama hits peak when snaps of Scott getting cozy with another chick in France hit the internet. Kourtney had that heart-wrenching moment of, "You don't need to wait for him to come home anymore." And that was it, the end of an epic era. Scott tried to win her back, but Kourtney was all about putting herself and the kids first. It was like the ultimate plot twist in their roller coaster romance. Even after all these years, these two are still super intertwined through their co-parenting journey. They've been celebrating milestones together and cheering each other on through personal growth, despite all the ups and downs. Their vibe has totally evolved from romantic flames to a friendship based on mutual respect and admiration. As Kourtney has moved on and even tied the knot with Travis Barker, Scott's been dealing with his own mixed bag of feelings, like loss and acceptance. Their love story might be over, but babes, their connection is still all there, popping up in each other's lives constantly. And here's the juicy part. This could be a big reason behind Kourtney's latest outrage. But sweeties, we can't ignore that Scott might be battling his own inner demons. However, for Kourtney, who's seen all of Scott's highs and lows up close, the future is like totally a big question mark. Will she step in if her worries about Scott keep growing, or will she chill out and let the drama simmer down, letting Scott live his life his way? Spill your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on Glitz and Gossip to stay updated on all the hottest celeb news.